Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into the post-fight press conference for Davis Garcia here at the Capital One Arena in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. What a night, sold-out crowd here at the Capital One Arena. I want to thank all the fans. I want to thank the media for sticking around. I want to thank, most importantly, the fans watching at home wherever they did, joining us on the Showtime Sports social media pages. The co-main event tonight, still undefeated, and now adding some championship gold to his waist. He is now the IBF interim welterweight champion of the world. A unanimous decision victory over the Ukraine's own Chukhadzhian, still undefeated from Philadelphia, PA. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 25-year-old rising welterweight sensation, Jaron Boots Enniis, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't lose a round, 120, 108 across all three scorecards. Boots, how does it feel having some championship gold to add to your trophy case?
It feels great, you know. Like I said before, the job not done. In the words of Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Feel great.
Before I turn it over to the media, how would you assess your performance tonight?
I'm gonna go back and watch it. It's a lot of things that I could have done better. You know, cut the ring off a little better, stay a little sharper. You know, not looking. You know, I wasn't necessarily looking for a knockout, but just having more fun, like how I was in the middle rounds and things like that. So, you know, back to the gym on Monday. You know, to get better. You know, sharpen up.
All right, I'm going to turn it over to the media for questions. Martine Botter and also Livia, they have the microphone. Keith Heidick, go ahead.
Can't hear him.
Hold on real quick, Keith. Make sure that the microphone is on so that, there you go, go ahead, Keith.
Boots, if you and your dad could both answer this, please. What was it like to go through that with a guy who was reluctant to engage the entire fight? And was it getting frustrating for you as you tried to kind of chase him around the whole night?
I mean, it wasn't getting frustrating. I caught myself getting bored a couple times, but you know, it come with boxing. You know, that's how it is. You know.
And then you want me to answer too? Yeah. Well, you got a guy that really didn't come to fight. You know what I mean? So that's why I told my son to walk him down, try to make him fight, but he still didn't want to fight. So ain't nothing we can do about that. You know? So all we have to do is keep on doing what he's doing. We won every round, so you know, and I'm glad we went 12 rounds. And y'all see that he wasn't even tired. You know what I mean? So
maybe these boys are, you know, get in the ring now.
Maybe these guys are fighting now. Yeah.
Ronnie Duncan, CBS Detroit. Boots and also Bozy. When you look at what you were able to do, you talked about the 12 rounds. How important was it for you not only to go to 12, but the way that you went them?
It was very important. You know, it was a great experience. I felt great. You know, I was in great shape, phenomenal shape. You know, I'm just not mad at myself, but like I should have picked it up a little bit more, like step on the gas a little bit more, throw a little bit more punches and things like that. But you know, it's experience. That's what comes with the game.
And you only fought one time last year. You know what I mean? We normally stay busy at least 2 or 3 times a year. You know. So everybody was waiting around to see what Spence and Crawford was going to do. You see, everybody was waiting. Like you had Stallone was waiting, you had Thurman waiting. You know what I mean? You had all them top guys waiting. Ortiz, everybody was waiting. So that's why we didn't get the fights that we normally get. You know what I mean? He still wasn't rusty though, but he just didn't let his hand go enough for me.
James Wells, Boxing Source. You talked about, you know, only having that one fight in 2022.
Right.
Do you think that was like kind of like a factor as far as like being comfortable in those first few rounds there against Chukhadzhian?
Not really. You know, all I had to do is listen a little more. You know, like I said before, listen, have fun. That's about it. You know, once I get in my bag and my groove, everything goes fine.
Limb side of field. Limb side of field zinger. Bozy, you said 2 things. You said that it's good that he went 12 rounds.
Yes,
Can
sir.
you break that down, number 1? And then you also said maybe now they'll fight him.
Yeah.
What do you think they'll see that you think they'll fight him now? And also what is good about going 12 rounds from a training standpoint?
What is good about going to 12 rounds is they know that you can go that many rounds. You know what I mean? A lot of people say, oh, he never went past 6 rounds. But he displayed tonight and showed him that he can go 12 rounds and more. You see, he wasn't gasped for air or nothing. And look how long he was really chasing the guy. You know what I mean? The guy was running, he was chasing him. You know what I mean? So then I'm glad he got them rounds in, like I said. You know,
too.
And then, you know, let everybody know that he can go to 12 rounds with no sweat.
And then why did you say that now they'll fight him? And
Oh yeah, because people so used to seeing him knocking people out. That's what I'm saying. And they probably say, oh, we got him now. You know what I mean? He didn't knock this guy out. He was supposed to knock this guy out. But how can you knock the guy out like that keep on running and didn't want to engage?
Boots, can you answer those questions?
Just
Down here, Boots.
just
And that's the truth.
That's facts.
On your right, Boots.
You see, we wanted to fight.
Marcus Hayes with Fight Hub TV. Boots, I want to ask you, Virgil Ortiz is without an opponent now because Stanionis had the appendicitis and had to go through a successful surgery today, and we wish him well. How interested are you in doubling back and trying to get in with Virgil Ortiz anytime sooner since you pitched a shutout tonight?
I'm very excited to get back. You know, the goal is to get 3 fights this year. You know, and we definitely take Virgil Ortiz. You know, it don't matter who it is. It could be Virgil Ortiz, Earl Spence, Bud, Keith Thurman, guys. I just want, like I said before, I just want to fight all the top guys and show the world like my real talent. You know, and not these lower class guys.
Yeah, because y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Ain't nobody never really testing. I wanted everybody to see that he have been testing. So guys like Spence, Crawford, and all that, let them know that we right there with you. We on the same level, or maybe over that level.
And just to follow up on that question, with there being a few young, hungry guys like yourself, do you feel any urgency to eliminate them on their quest to the welterweight belt?
I mean, the main goal is to get the belts, and fight the top guys. But, like I said before, if I got to fight a former world champion or, somebody with a name, so be it. I just want to stay busy, stay active, and keep winning, and take over this welterweight division and in the boxing world, period.
Hey, Boots, right here. Congratulations on your win. Moises Enniis from NBC4 at Telemundo 44. You're not that far away from home, but what does it feel like to come into this arena and have the whole Capital One Arena roar when you come out? And you say you'll take on anybody, but is there a specific name you're trying to go after?
It felt great. It felt like I was fighting at home. Philly not too far away from DC, about 2 hours. 2.5 hours, felt great, definitely felt like I was fighting at home, and, it was a great experience, fighting in front of all these fans and things like that, and, yeah. What was that the question? What you asked?
Who you want next?
Who I want next?
You said you'll take on anybody, but as a boxer, as a fighter, is there a name you say, this is the guy that I want to go after?
Anybody with the belts. That's the main goal. Anybody with the belts. The main goal is to be undisputed. At 47, and do the same thing at 54, and then do the same thing at 60. And maybe 68. That's all.
Boots, D. Stevens with Los Angeles News Observer. How does it feel to have your first piece of hardware?
It feel great, something to look forward to, in the future, getting the real thing, it's a great experience to have the interim belt, and I appreciate, the IBF and Showtime and everybody else for allowing me to fight for this belt.
All right, Boots, it's late for everybody, yourself included. Give us your final thoughts on the fact that you're taking home the IBF interim welterweight championship of the world, becoming a world champion here tonight. I'm sure the first of many accomplishments in your future.
Like I said before, it feel great, and like I said before, the job that I've done, keep watching me, keep supporting me, we'll continue to keep getting better, like I said, just keep watching me, I will be a world champion, I will be undisputed at 3-4 different weight classes.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the unbeaten from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Jaron Boots Enniis. The we'll await Gervonta Tank Davis in a few moments. Thank you very much for sticking around.